Former assistant choir director Nathan Ratliff accepted a head director position at the Colony High School this year after 11 years at Hebron. To replace Ratliff, the school hired a new assistant director. Angela Key dives deeper into her story and what she brings to Hebron's choir.
Catherine Zetterstrom, the previous head choir director at Allen High School, has taken the position of assistant director at Hebron for her 24th year of teaching. Zetterstrom says she hopes her presence as a woman makes a positive impact on her students.
I think that I'm in a unique position to be able to have an influence on my students' lives, and so I'm really intentional about what that influence is. And especially with young women, I want them to be empowered. I know how important it is for women to empower fellow women.
For the past 5 years, Hebron's choir has only had male directors. Previously, head director Alex Carr had taken the lead on teaching the female or treble voices. Carr explains why the addition of Zetterstrom to the department will be significant.
He is sort of fitting a niche that or a need that we saw that we needed as far as building our treble voices. And so getting someone who could teach the treble voices and who had, a lot of the same musicianship and the same skills that Mr. Ratliff had. Because I knew her professionally pretty well, but I didn't really know her personally. And so getting to know her a little bit better and to work with her has been outstanding.
Senior Eliza Howard has been in choir for 4 years. As a member of the junior varsity, or bell choir, she says she has experienced the changes of having Zetterstrom firsthand.
We've had female, very professional female singers come in, and whenever they were teaching us, I definitely was like, we need this more often. But now we have one every single day, which is amazing. It's extremely helpful whenever we're knowing the difference of here's what it looks like for all singers, so here's what it looks like for you. And so I just definitely think that's a lot more helpful.
Zetterstrom's husband, Pete Zetterstrom, passed away 19 years ago. Her sons were 8 and 4 years old when he passed, providing Zetterstrom with a new perspective on how to empathize with her students.
You take any of these choirs out here, and if you were to really get an honest answer from all of them, they've probably all, on some level, to some degree, experienced loss. But, I know my kids experienced loss in elementary school, and they had to mitigate that and still do their whole lives. So everybody's got their own story. When I encourage them to treat each other with kindness, it's because you don't know what that person's story is. I assume that they all can connect to that on some level.
Is it still smooth?
She's been very open and honest, but in a way that makes us feel comforting and not just what is she saying, and it's been just very endearing hearing about her life and the things that she's been through, but also how she ties that into choir, which is something that can be super hard to do. That sounds very simple, but she's been able to make it work and do really well with that.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Angela Key.
Thanks, Angela. Be sure to welcome Mrs. Zetterstrom if you see her in the hallways.